Hey there all you hip cats, I'm Brickroad. Welcome back to Let's Play Parasite Eve. We have some museum to get to today. I'm terrible at this whole Let's Playing thing. Oh my god. I do a volume check every single time I sit down to record. I learned a long time ago, no matter how well you think you know your settings, sit down, Brickroad, and do a goddamn volume check so you can make sure that the recording sounds good. And I do that with Parasite. If I've been doing it, I use OBS to record on this new computer that I built now. And I do that now. Obviously. Here's the problem. I also use OBS to stream. And I go back and forth with the volume settings when I stream and whatnot. And I have a treasure on my map here. What is this? Med 3. Okay, cool. What's my health look like? I'm full. Oh, I healed at the end of the last session. That's right. I'm out of parasite energy, but I got full health. So yeah, I stream, and the thing is, I did a bunch of streams in between Parasite Eve recordings, and obviously the volume settings are different. So while I'm pretty sure that the volume sounds okay in these Parasite Eve videos, in fact, I'm sure of it because I did the volume check myself. I don't know if it's consistent from one session of recording to the next, how loud my voice is at the game audio. So, I know you guys can hear me, I know you guys can hear the game audio, I know it sounds good, but it probably is a little inconsistent. I want to get you both here. Circle around here and get both of you assholes. It ended up not mattering, he moved out of the way anyway. Technically, you don't want to use a rifle in this game. Because of the way the tools and super tools, the way the system works, you can take any ability off of any gun and put on any other gun. At the end of the day, what it comes down to, the only quote-unquote stat that really matters, how did those dinosaurs get here? It's the Natural History Museum, Aya. That's how that happened. And mitochondria magic nanomachines. P222. I need 2 tools for sure here, and then let me do this. I've got the 2 tools I need, and I want to make sure I have them for when I need them. So I'm not going to use any tools until I get some extras. Any extras I get now, this door is locked, why check it? Any tools I get now I can go ahead and use, but the 2 tools I have in my inventory, and do I have a super here as well? No, okay, we're good. The 2 tools I have in my inventory right now I need to keep. What was my thought? I had a thought that I said I was going to complete, but I'm a scatterbrain, I don't remember it now. I'll think of it later. These guys drop junk too, these little green hopper buddies. And if you don't use the NYPD trick, or you don't save a particular battle in Central Park, this is like the only reliable way to get junk is from these hopper guys. Kind of a pain in the butt. Fortunately, I'm not doing any junk farming on this run anyway. What was I talking about? Holy Christ, it was only like a minute ago, and I don't know. Weapons, that's right. The only stat that really matters at the end of the day, because you can make the numbers on any weapon go as high as you want. You can take any ability off of any gun and put on any other gun. So the only stat that really matters is the type of gun. And there's a couple different types of gun. And the rifle, like I'm using now, has the longest wind-up time. It has the longest time in between individual shots, because rifles, by nature, are like single-shot weapons. We'll see towards the end of this dungeon a little bit how that works. When I add another attack onto it. So you don't want your like actual end game, like X game weapon to be a rifle, because it's the slowest to pull out and attack with. Handguns are really good because you basically pop shots off really quick. I've been using handguns almost all the game. Wow, 1,200 bonus points. We are going to pop all those onto the weapon right now. You get tons and tons of experience in here too. This is the place you do all your experience farming, if that's your kind of thing. It's not my kind of thing. Better than a handgun though is a machine gun. Bonus points. Machine guns have the fastest rate of fire. 89, that's nice. Have the fastest rate of fire. So your best bet as like a X game loop weapon over and over and over is to have a machine gun. Of course, you need a lot of super tools to take bad effects off of most machine guns. So usually what I do is I just have a handgun that I stick to most of the time. We got little lizards in here. They're probably going to just load me up with junk that I don't need. Because I know some people were thinking, you know what, Brickroad, you had a handgun that had 2 shots, and you gave it up for a rifle that only gets 1 shot. And the reason I did that was, first of all, because it was time to upgrade to a weapon that had much higher base stats. The rifle that I upgraded, Secret Area, is back here somewhere, I think. Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay, good. Good. There should be some stat up items down here. First of all, it's better to have a gun. It was time to get a gun with better base stats. And second of all, because you actually don't want a gun that has a high rate of fire. Like the gun I was using had a rate of fire of 2. I could fire off 2 shots per attack. But it actually chops my attack power in half to do that. And the higher your rate of fire is, the bigger hit you take to your attack power. We have better options available. Towards the end of day 5, we will start exploring those a little bit. And the increase in attack power. So I'm not doing less damage, basically. I'm not doing less damage than I was with the handgun. Even if I had switched to a rifle with the same attack power, but fewer rate of fire, I'd still be okay. Because I'm getting a lot more damage. I went from doing like 20-some damage with a regular shot with that handgun, so 2 shots at 20 each, to, wish I could use items from the menu here, but you can't. So I guess we'll just give up medicine too. I forgot to stash that warehouse key with Wayne. That was probably dumb. Oh well. It was an increase in... Let's use the medicine too. It was an increase in damage, is my point. The other problem is if you're using any weapon with a high rate of fire, that was probably a bad idea, getting that end suit. Well, I don't have a bonus tool yet, do I? When I find a tool, I'll just destroy that end suit. It'll be okay. We'll get rid of some of this junk, though. Offense by 1 is a drop in the bucket. Consider all the bonus points I just spent. We're going to start raking in bonus points here, guys. Don't forget this little tiny box here, Brickroad. Get it. Get it. Oh, God. Why can't I get this little tiny box? There it is. Got to be standing in just exactly the right spot. Sweet. Alright. There's also these machines all strewn out the museum. The museum, by the way, is this huge, sprawling maze. There's like 3 floors. You have to check all the floors in a weird order. It's easy to get lost. So if I get lost and there's a super long video, I apologize. The name of the organelle that appeared in the first organism is the chloroplast, the adenosine diphosphate, or I'm gonna say mitochondria. So wait, there are machines in the museum, like little trivia machines that dispense bullets when you get the answer right. Probably why this one's back here in the storage area. Someone's like, you know what? Some like mother complained at the front office, like, my little boy answered the question right and the machine spat bullets at him. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. It must be malfunctioning. We'll repair that right away. So what about this machine here? How many animals are hiding? I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna say 7. I got it wrong. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There were 9 animals. Medicine 2. Do I need that? Yeah, let's go ahead and just pop that. Why not? Save the PE in case we want fights or something. So, I have a hand-drawn map of this area. Like we followed Clamp and he locked a door. What we're doing now is like we're circling around the main central area of the museum to get on the other side of that locked door. And so the museum layout is actually fairly simple. It's just the locked doors are located in places that make it more confusing than it actually is. Let's see here. I know what the intelligent design people would say about this question. Nobody was there to see the first organism. How could you possibly know? I'm going to say nitrogen oxides. More bullets. Okay, so this machine spat out bullets, but it's probably okay because this room is occupied by a giant, horrible scorpion monster. What is my damage on my gun versus my energy shot right now? 111 on a crit, plus the acid damage. How did that tail miss me? I'm standing inside of it, but it didn't actually damage me. Okay, he did get me with it. He did get me with it a couple times. This is another one. This is one of those monsters I just have no idea how you're supposed to dodge. I really don't know. But hey, I'm raking in the XP, so that's good. So when we go into this room here, and fight the monsters in this canoe room. Wow, I actually got the guy behind me with the burst. That was a weird kind of glitchy effect. God, I love this burst. You guys have no idea. It's like my favorite weapon ability, basically. Because on X games, more bonus points. Well, only one bonus point. Well, 120 some bonus points, but it counts as one. 100 points equals one. You guys have been watching the LP, you know. Because on X games, if you have burst, here's the locked door. Okay, so that's the door that Clamp locked. So we can't actually do anything else in this room. We got to go up and around. On X games, burst lets you clear entire battles in one shot. It's magnificent. Here's another gun. I'm just going to stack all these guns up. Because later on, we're going to go on a big ol'... Like, that gun has frost, which is bad. We don't want frost. But yeah, later on we're going to go on a big ol' modification spree. And just use up all the tools. On all the guns and all the inventory in all the world. I'll be happy when I can take these guys out with a crit. Because then I can get a burst in. Burst crit. They're fast enough though that when you've got a slow weapon like a rifle, they jump out of the range of your burst. I won't be using the rifle in the X game, is my point, I guess. Like, it'll be okay for clearing the X game, but for doing anything more than that, when you go into, like, the bonus dungeon that we'll get to later, you definitely don't want the rifle. You definitely want at least a handgun or a machine gun, something much, much faster. Of course, when you first start out in the bonus dungeon, you're not going to have the ability to use a machine gun because you won't have enough super tools to make them viable. What's in this room? Nothing. Just big old empty room with giant stone heads. This one's got a pretty nice mustache. Look at it. It goes all the way around his face. It's hard to tell where his mustache ends and his eyebrows begin. What was that noise? But because this game is a collection of pre-rendered screens and not an actual 3D environment, your spatial awareness is very, very shaky from room to room and floor to floor. Okay, so all the rocks fell from the room above. That's interesting. Because of these armadillo monsters. Alright, let's go, Armored Armadillo. Let's see if I can get some burst on. Oh, I didn't get my AT charge, though. That's alright. All you guys line up. Line up right behind you there. That's the stuff. I like these guys because they wind up before they charge at you. It's kind of easy to tell when they're going to attack. Kind of like the slime monsters that use super balls on you in the hospital. So I probably will use this rifle through the first X game that I do. During the first X game, I'll replace it with a handgun, so it'll be fine. Medicine 4s, yes. We want to replace all these Med 2s with Med 4s. Especially since we have armor with auto heal. That's the good stuff, guys. And then back there... Can we see the treasure boxes on this floor? I guess not. I guess you can't actually see back there, but okay. You actually do have to go in that room and trigger that little cutscene in order to progress in the dungeon. I haven't gotten lost yet, and that has baffled me. I guess I haven't had much chance to get lost yet. The night is still young, basically. Did I check in here? I think I did. Oh, yes I did. And I'm not taking Med 2 for a junk. Alright, now we can go upstairs. We're going to go to the second floor. There's 3 floors. They're all shaped the same, but it's just the way that the floors are blocked off, it gets weird. It gets kind of turned around. Mitochondria creates ATP, adenosine triphosphate, within the cell. How much energy is this the equivalent of? Klomp probably said this earlier in the game. It's not 1.6 horsepower per adult male. That makes no sense. I'm going to say kcal per gram because that sounds most sciencey. I was wrong. I'm not a scientist, guys. What do you want from me? All of these machines spit out bullets. Now, let me see here. I think if I go this way, I'm going to get blocked. But there are 2 chests I can get here. Inventory's full. Okay, we'll use that for sure. On our curve protector. Our curve protector's PAE stat is pretty low. So it'll be good to get that up. And a defense 1. So we made our armor a little bit beefier. Nice. Uh-oh. It's kind of a small area to be fighting these guys in. I don't know that I'm happy about it. Like, I'm trying to remember which direction to go from here. I think I know, but I might be deluding myself. I might have to consult my map here for a second. Refresh my memory, as it were. Got plenty of ammo happening, though. So let's see, what happens if I go down this way? I can't go that way yet. This door is going to be locked. Yep, can't get through here. Okay. So I do have to go this way. I am blocked in that direction. I would scan in these maps and show you guys what I'm working with, but you'll all think I'm so short-buzzed. You guys think I'm terrible. Now, if you don't go into the giant rock room before coming in here, then this room looks all nice. All the banisters are still in place. Don't have these horrible armadillo tracks on the ground, but you also can't get through this back door. There's a rock in front of it. And we could not have that, could we? So we're going to step out here onto the fire escape. I can go up or down. Aya knows how to use ladders. So we didn't spend much time on the second floor. We basically climbed to the second floor. We're immediately going to go up to the third. Offense is my favorite stat, guys. Make the numbers go up. Look at the attack power on this rocket launcher. There's really no point to raising the attack stats on a rocket launcher because any gun you get is going to be better eventually anyway, so... Okay. So now I can, like, slide back behind here, right? Ah, there's just a hidden block. Hidden box with a tool. So let's go ahead and use this tool. This SP protector is worthless. I'm going to throw that away, I think. Next time I need to get rid of an item. Let's get rid of that end suit. +1 on all stats is not bad. Yeah, it's pretty decent.